Hi Leo, this is Power and Light Tarot coming at you with your reading for the month of November, actually from November 15th through the end of November and 2018. Please check your moon and your rising. If you don't know that information, you can hop on over to cafeastrology.com where you can get your natal chart with that information, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Sending out a lot of love with these readings, okay? We're going to get started in just a minute, okay? So I'm going to pull some oracle cards here. The bottom of the deck was the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you know, you or someone else, I feel like this is you, is coming out of the cold, okay? You are, you know, coming out of a situation where you felt it was either, you know, lacked love or something like that, or, you know, just coming out of the cold from a relationship, I believe, okay? So also, we had the Four of Wands in the reverse with that, so yeah, definitely you're coming out of a relationship and you're coming out of the cold from that relationship, okay? So let's pull a couple cards here, and what does Leo need to know in the second half of November 2018? What does Leo need to know, please? Creativity. All right. Okay, so creativity. You guys can be really creative. Wands, you know, Aries, Leo, fire. I'm sorry, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius is, you know, the wand element, and it talks about serious creativity. Okay, let's get another card here. What does Leo need to know in the second half of November 2018? We have divine connection. Okay, very cool. Okay, so we're going to get one more card from this other deck here. And this is going to be the Goddess Guidance cards. What does Leo need to know? Second part of November, please. Show us what Leo needs to know. Coventino, purification. It is time for you to do a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. Okay? So yeah, that's always super cool. Anyway, let's get on with your reading here. And we have the Two of Pentacles here showing up in the overall energy. What's crossing you here is, sorry, the overall energy was the Page of Swords. I beg your pardon. And what's crossing you is the Two of Pentacles. Why it's all happening is the Five of Cups. In the recent past, you have the Six of Wands, the the Ace of Wands is in the reverse, and that is in the what's consciously affecting you. Your near future is the Eight of Pentacles. You're seeing yourself as the King of Cups, right on. And in your environment is the Three of Cups. Your hopes and fears are the Ten of Cups, and your outcome is the Six of Cups. So your reading is here. I've already clarified. And you know, your overall energy, Leo, with the Six of Swords showing up with the Six of Swords here. So, you know, you could be wanting to tell somebody that you're moving on here, okay? And you could be a little defensive about it, a little bit on guard here. That's what the Page of Swords, you know, that's his little pose. He's on guard here. And, you know, your communication may not be, possibly it's not the best. Somebody could have came towards you too and, you know, told you that they are moving on, but I feel like this is you moving on to calmer waters here with the Six of Swords, okay? Now remember in these readings, Leo, that, you know, this energy can go either way. This is a general reading, but, you know, it ends up to be a love reading more often than not. So this could be the energy of whoever you're dealing with, okay? Now, what's crossing you here is the Two of Pentacles. So, you know, you could have been like up in your head thinking maybe, or, you know, juggling a decision over here. There's a lot of thinking to do here. There's planning. Somebody's leaving here. And you could have been juggling that, right? Juggling whether or not you should move on here. And this Two of Pentacles is showing up with the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Hierophant. So I feel like you're juggling something here. You know, either a relationship in general, what to do, okay, or to move on, or to move on like you are doing over here. But you know, you're coming out of this Eight of Swords stuck energy, feeling conflicted, possibly sad, but you know, this kind of self-imposed too, right? Because of maybe a lot of, you know, shit that you've gone through with somebody, possibly. But I feel like you're juggling something, and it has to do with a commitment, okay, with the Hierophant. You could be, you know, you could be in a long-term relationship where you were, or married maybe, but you could also be dealing with a Taurian here when the Hierophant shows up. I definitely think you are juggling either, you know, whether or not to keep the relationship here, okay? Because it had you all screwed up over here with this Eight of Swords energy. Why it's all happening is the Five of Cups here. So, you know, definitely there's sadness, right? There's deep sadness. The Five of Cups is, you know, can be slight depression, okay? And, you know, the thing about the Five of Cups is that sometimes, you know, something can be resurrected here because the two cups in the back are still full. They're standing. These other cups have spilled over. So, you know, you are possibly having some regret here, you know, about a situation, but you're definitely, you know, you were sad here. And this is the reason for you to either decide to move on with the Six of Swords, okay? I feel like you were sad and you started to juggle, you know, like, what am I going to do here about the situation? And, you know, with that sadness, I feel like you have decided to, you know, just work on yourself here and work on your coin, work on your abundance, you know, and just do you for now. And you're entering a new cycle. You're entering a new chapter here, okay? So you were sad here before. This is why this is all happening in the root. You were sad, and I feel like you know, you decided to, you know, end something here with the Six of Swords here. And because the World card is an ending and a beginning, okay? So when something ends, we have a new chapter here, and this is a favorable chapter, okay? This is about achievements and fulfillments. So, you know, even entering a new chapter in your life, you are fulfilling something, right? You are fulfilling courage. You are fulfilling a wish, possibly, you know, but definitely the World card is favorable energy, all right, for like a new start. So in the recent past, we have the Six of Wands here with the Empress and the Judgment card. So, you know, there was something that was victorious, or you may have had confidence in a situation. Something was working here with this Six of Wands here. And I think it was like really fruitful, okay? And it was, you know, it was a productive situation here. You could have been dealing with a Taurian or a Libran here with the Empress card. But I feel like something was victorious. It was producing a lot of maybe abundance and happiness, but it was producing something. Something had come to fruition here. Somebody could have realized something that they really wanted. They could have won something, right? Maybe a relationship. This can also be about, somebody could be, sometimes this is selfish energy though. You could be dealing with somebody who is, you know, a little bit smug here, or just kind of, they have to win. They like to win a lot. They could be a little conceited here. And especially when these two cards are together, it's a possibility you're dealing with somebody who's like a little selfish, and they kind of just want to take care of themselves. It could be either or, Leo, depending on your situation. I'm sure you realize which one of those scenarios belongs to you, if this is resonating. And these two cards are showing up with the Judgment card. So, you know, something that is in the recent past, something might have been resurrected that was really working well. You know, that was fruitful, that was victorious. And And in the recent past, though, you could have just had an awakening over it, okay? Like, wow, there was something really good here, all right? You could have also resurrected something. These people are, you know, rising out of this coffin. Not sure why it's, looks like it's like in the ocean already. But, you know, the angel is there and she's blowing her horn. And I think it's a woman. I'm not sure. She's blowing her horn, but, you know, there could be a second chance. There could have been a second chance, you know, in the past, in the recent past. There could have also just been a judgment. Somebody might have just, you know, decided that, you know, this was really productive and this was really good. Somebody could have had an awakening over that. I feel like that's what this is. And there could be, there could have been a second chance as well. But I feel like there's an awakening, or somebody kind of came to a conclusion that, you know, and they made a judgment here, and they, you know, they're saying that this was really good. So this is in the recent past, and this could be your energy or, you know, whoever you're dealing with. It's really whomever you're dealing with. So here, the next position here, we have the Seven of Wands here, which talks about, you know, defending yourself. It can talk about putting a wall up, but it really is, you know, you sticking up for yourself. You know, maybe, you know, if somebody was giving you any shit here, this is showing up in your reading too, this Three of Swords here. So, you know, you're defending yourself. This is consciously affecting you. You're defending yourself, and this was showing up with the Ace of Wands in the reverse here. The Ace of Wands in the reverse is about, this can be a delayed new beginning, but I read it more as frustrations and too many obligations, being completely overwhelmed here. There could be a total lack of passion or courage here. But I feel like this is, you are defending yourself. It's consciously affecting you that you need to either defend yourself, or you were. It could have been about, you know, something about an Ace of Wands, like a new beginning that never really got off the ground. But I just feel like this is more like you're frustrated. There's too many frustrations here. The Ace of Wands in the reverse, and now you're defending yourself, all right? We have the Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Swords and the Temperance card. You could be dealing with a Sagittarian, Leo. I know you guys get along really well, just so you know. I'm a Sag. So anyway, this Eight of Pentacles here, you know, I think this is in your near future. I think you're just going to be working really hard and concentrating on your coin, okay? And just, you know, that's mostly important to you. You're not thinking about these swords over here. You're not thinking about, you know, anybody who has possibly done you wrong, or just any crazy shit, you know, off to the side here. But you're concentrating on your coin in the future, and you're healing over this Three of Swords. Okay, you're healing over, this is a possible third party. I hate to keep talking about third parties, but, you know, these cards do, you know, there are certain cards here that do completely indicate most accurately, you know, third party. So this might not be a third party. It could just be heartbreak. You are healing from heartbreak, okay, in the near future. All right, this is how I'm looking at this. Yeah, so you could be also, you know, just trying to ground yourself, right? Trying to spiritually and physically both ground yourself, and by doing so, you know, concentrating on your coin, but it is about heartbreak. So you're seeing yourself as the King of Cups here. That's very cool. So, you know, especially if you're a male and you see yourself as the King of Cups, right? Because it's no macho stuff. It is, you know, somebody who can love, show love, but they're wise about love, right? They don't get burned over and over again, because they know what real love is, and they know how to handle it, and they are emotionally intelligent. Okay, so the King of Cups is here with the Nine of Pentacles. You're seeing yourself as, you could be seeing yourself as in love, it's true, but I feel like you're seeing yourself as, you know, taking care of yourself. We have the Nine of Pentacles showing up in why it's all happening. You're definitely concentrating on yourself, and and how to bring abundance into your life, how to have a giant backyard so you can invite a bunch of people over to have fun. Yeah, you're definitely concentrating on your abundance and also focusing on being single and, you know, possibly bringing love into your life here with the King of Cups. But, you know, these two cards together are great if you're seeing yourself that way, okay? So next up we have the Three of Cups in your environment. So this is what I mean. There could be a third party in your environment and you have gone within and you are trying to take control of the situation with the Emperor, okay? Now, if there is a third party here, you could be dealing with an Aries. This third party could be this Aries guy, okay? Now, the Emperor is supposed to be, you know, somebody who is like a father figure. You could also be dealing with a Virgo here with the Hermit card in your environment. And this Virgo could be like an Emperor type, kind of controlling, maybe trying to kind of run the show. The Emperor always runs the show. He doesn't sit back and let his woman do that. Okay, or his partner do that. He is controlling stuff. He's giving orders. In the upright, he's kind of doing it, you know, usually in a fair way. But this is in your environment. I feel like, you know, there could be a third party in your environment. There could be a reunion here as well, because the the Three of Cups can talk about a reunion. Somebody has gone within, or you're dealing with a Virgo in your environment. And I feel like they're going within so they can, you know, get control of the situation. Now, somebody could be wanting to reconnect with you, to, you know, revive, to, you know, bring this back to life, so to speak. Because this is in the recent past. We have the Judgment card here, which can talk about, you know, it can talk about reconciliation, okay? I feel like there's a second chance here within a situation where there was heartbreak and like somebody moved on here. They could have moved on from like just like too much arguing, because there's a lot of swords here. There could have been arguing about possibly cheating with this Three of Swords here. So, you know, the Three of Cups is showing up in the environment. It can go either way. You know, you could have a reconciliation coming up with somebody. You could be reuniting with somebody. They could be a Virgo or an Aries. And you could be going within yourself, trying to gain control on how to maybe reunite with somebody, okay? That is going to go, it's going to go, you know, a couple ways for some of you, right? That's just how that is, especially in a general, right? This is why we do personal readings and private readings, because you would know for sure, right, in that case. So here is the Ten of Cups showing up in the hopes and fears. Now, you know, it's either you or somebody else. These are your hopes and fears, though, okay? Even though the energy here can, you know, can go back and forth here between you and whomever you're dealing with. But this is your hopes and fears. So I feel like this is just your energy here. I feel like you are, you know, you are hoping to have this Ten of Cups thing, this happy family, happy home. You know, the Ten of Cups is like the bomb, right? It's kind of like the Four of Wands. And you've gotten everything. You know, you have your partner here, and if you want kids, you have kids here. The house is in the back. The rainbow's up in the, you know, the rainbow's up in the sky here, and there's like a brook here. I mean, everything is here, really. So you're hoping to have that, okay? And you could be hoping to cut a tower moment out, or, you know, in your quest for this, your hope and your wish, for the Ten of Cups, you could be trying to figure out a situation here with the Queen of Swords surrounding this tower moment, all right? So you could also be trying to cut it out before it happens, you know, you could be. But I feel like, you know, you are just trying to figure out a matter here where there was a tower moment. Clearly there was a tower moment because of these heartbreak and these sad cards that are here. And the moving on here, in the overall energy, you had the Six of Swords, okay? So the next situation we have, Leo, is, or the outcome rather, so you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is showing up right next to the Ten of Cups, which is showing up to the Three of Cups, which is next to the Three of Cups. So we have, you know, in your reading, we have 3 cup cards all together, right? And you're hoping for this Ten of Cups here. And your environment has the Three of Cups. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a third party, right? This could be, this can go either way. But this over here, I just feel like you want to reunite with somebody. You want a renewal. You want a reconciliation. And you've gone within over here too. But the cool thing about it is that you are also embodying this energy, right? So you could be totally working on yourself, but also hoping for a reconciliation. And that's really the best way, right, to go about that. Because everybody's more attracted to you when you are, you know, practicing self-love and self-care. That's just the way life is, right? You know, you smile, the whole world smiles with you. Cry, you cry alone. And that's kind of the reality of life, okay? Here we have, in the outcome, we had the Six of Cups. This could be somebody from your past as well. You could possibly be dealing with somebody from your past, Leo. Yeah. So the Six of Cups with the Knight of Swords and the Judgment card. So, you know, the outcome could be a reconciliation, because we also have Judgment with that. And we have Judgment up here as a second chance or an awakening. Yeah, you are, I feel like you could be reuniting with somebody here. But I think that somebody's kind of delivering the information or the judgment. They're delivering it in a little bit of a shitty way here, because the Knight of Swords is here. And we all know the Knight of Swords is, he's like the least charismatic guy, right? He looks like he's already going to fight with you and like cut your head off here. He's wearing spiked shoes too, so he's probably kicking his horse. But in the outcome, the Six of Cups is here with the Knight of Swords and the Judgment card. So you could be having, you could also, you know, in your outcome, yes, be having a reconciliation, a second chance with somebody. You could also be having an awakening about them, or an awakening yourself. You could also be making a judgment. You know, this can also be too that you are making a judgment to maybe cut one out. This can go either way, okay? Depending on your situation. I feel like this is more of a reconciliation, possibly with someone from your past. Okay? You could have had an awakening, though, to cut it out. It's, you know, and this Knight of Swords can just be you delivering the judgment, all right? So you guys are going to have to take this as it resonates, okay? There's definitely love here. There is, because we have a lot of cups here. We have, like, at the bottom of your reading, there's, you know, these cups are lined up. The Judgment card is here, and it's here twice. So, you know, I feel like there's healing here. There could be a second chance here. And at the same time, Leo, you're practicing self-love. This is what I'm getting out of this reading, okay? Now, your oracle cards are, you know, they're calling for a purification. Trust me, this lady, this Nine of Pentacles that has showed up twice in your reading, she practices detoxification and purification. All right? She's like all into nature and, you know, abundance as well, but she's definitely into nature. She's over here on her vineyard, all right? And you're divinely connected here. So, you know, this could be why you have the Judgment card so many times as well. The Judgment, on the Judgment card is the angel, and the angel is here on the Temperance card as well, okay? So, good luck to you, Leo, and please like, share, and subscribe. make comments, right? Send me some comments. I'd love to read them. I do read them so far. And I'm sending you a lot of power and light.